Hi everybody.
Hello, Joey. So first, thanks for the interview. You're here at the Lokerse Festen. What do you think of this festival?
I like this festival. We've been here before, once before, and we enjoy it. Yeah, it's a top-notch festival. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Oh, okay. How was created the band Europe?
Oh, a few years ago,
Yes.
it's not that long ago. We grew up outside Stockholm. We played in different bands. We were teenagers. I met John Norum, the guitar player, when I was 15. He was 14, and we started the band called Force, and then we became Europe. Yeah,
How comes the passion for the music?
the passion.
Yes, of music.
We're all very nerdy and passionate. We like the instruments, we like the recording techniques, we like albums. I mean, some of the guys in the band, like John Norum and Ian and Mick as well, and Levin. I mean, all of them, they know so much about albums of classic rock, and I learn from them all the time. It's amazing. We have a strong passion for rock and guitar playing and singing, and we talk about it every day, before and after the show. We talk about old records, new records, anything music.
I have a question. A new compositions come soon, a new album or a live or DVD?
Well, we recorded 6 albums now since we started again, so we're doing pretty good. We have done some live DVDs as well. We record every show we do. We tape, we audio record every show, so we always have it with us. If you want to release a live stuff, we can do that. But the next year or so, we're going to keep touring on Walk the Earth, and then we go back into the studio. That's it. It's our lives. Tour and then back in the studio. Yeah.
If you can describe the band in 2019, how you describe the band Europe?
I'd say I think it's just a great rock band. Musician-wise, we're getting better. We're trying to improve our playing, songwriting, and the lyrics as well. It's a never-ending journey. You can get better. You just have to be curious and look for different angles, find different people to work with, and always try to find the best people to work with. And it's a really interesting journey.
What is your best memory in the band? Just memory studio or memory on tour?
So many memories. I mean, we've done 1,000 shows together. We met when we were teenagers. We've been around the world, and my God, we've had some fun. Some crazy times. We had some tough times, some personal stuff for some band members, and so we've gone through a lot, but we're here and we really enjoy it. When we were kids, our dream was to be like Deep Purple and be a touring band around the world, and here we are. We're doing exactly that.
How passed the tour with Scorpions?
It's great. We know those guys now. We've met them several times. We also grew up listening to their records. When we were very young, we went to see them in Stockholm. I think it was on a Love Drive tour, 1980. We were teenagers, and Def Leppard was just starting. They were supporting Scorpions, and that was the first time we saw them live. Yngwie Malmsteen was there as well at that show. It was at Göta Lejon in Stockholm, and that it really cemented our beliefs in these guys. Great songwriters, great guitar players, and they know the sound as well. You got to know how to dial in the sound from the amp. You got to know how to do these things to earn respect. And these guys know their guitars.
What do you think now of the people just seeking Europe is just the final countdown or carry on?
Yeah, well, we have 11 albums, and so we have a lot of songs, and some of the new songs are really, the fans are beginning to like Last Look at Eden or War of Kings, or Walk the Earth. Those songs are becoming popular with the crowds now. So we're lucky because we were able to dig a little deeper and do some new albums that were good. I mean, we didn't want to rely on the past. We wanted to make something interesting. So that's our objective. I found a word.
You can talk and describe about the movie On the Loose, and what is the best memory of this movie?
That was a long time ago. It was a short movie, but we were in that movie. It was called On the Loose. It was in Sweden, and we played Rock the Night in that movie. I had a small part, and that's when I realized I probably should never be an actor. But it was fun, you know. We were starting out. It was beginning to happen, and it was kind of cool to have the song "Rock the Night" in that movie. Yeah, it was cool.
You play this night here. What do you want today, this night?
We're gonna have a good time. We'll probably hook up with our friends in the Scorpions, say hello to them as well. It's always a pleasure. And then we're gonna go out and meet the crowd. And what I remember from Belgium is that there's some great rock fans. You know, they like the heavy guitars and like the melodies and the songs. So I think we're gonna have a smashing evening here in Belgium. You know,
Yes.
it'll be great.
And do you think the Belgium scene, Belgium stage is a good stage? Good public? Good
Yeah,
bands?
It is. Actually, I have to say that Belgium probably have some of the best festivals in Europe. And it proves that there's love for music, there's love for rock music, there's love for festivals and coming together in this setting. You know, festivals are amazing. It's just one big soul, people feeling the same thing. I think it's wonderful.
What do you think of the Swedish stage?
Oh, Sweden, that's crazy music. I haven't lived in Sweden now for 25 years, but obviously I know a lot of bands, I know a lot of people, musicians. They're passionate about writing and playing. There's a lot of darkness, you know, there's a lot of winter in Sweden, so everybody's got time to sit and play and drink beer, you know, get better and better.
Yes.
Dream hard.
How past the composition in Europe studio composition?
How we write?
Yes.
How we write music, or?
Yes, write or play music in studio to make an album.
Yeah, we tour quite a lot, but we usually write an album. It takes about 6 months to get the material ready. Then we record it fast. We go into the studio and record it in about 2 weeks. And all those decisions are important that happen in those 2 weeks. All 5 band members and the producer are locked in one goal to make the greatest rock album you can. And I like that fast thinking, fast moving things, just like they did in the 70s. And then we fix a few things, we mix it, and then it's out, and then we don't look back, and then we go on the road. And we write together. You know, all of us write together.
You play many times at the Hellfest, and this year's, and 2019. What do you think of this festival? You play many years in this festival. What do you think of this festival?
Hellfest is one of my favorite festivals. There are a few. Sweden Rock Festival is great. Download was fun too. Lokerse is great. And Grasspop, and there's so many, I can't remember them all, but Hellfest is one of the cool ones to play. It's kind of good with Hellfest because we hook up with bands backstage there a lot, because a lot of dressing rooms are next to each other. Yes. There, so it's kind of cool. You meet up with bands. It could be anybody, Opeth or, you know, anybody and it's kind of cool, you know.
My last question is, what do you think of the comeback of the vinyl?
I think it's great. I started. I kept about 100 vinyls from when I was a kid, and now I'm starting to collect a little bit again, because I want to have a small collection, like maybe 300 or 400 or 500, of the music that really meant something to me, and I can pass it on to both my kids, and so they know, you know, where I was listening to. I think vinyl is a great format, and it's kind of nice. It's solid to keep and to hold and to save, you know.
Yes.
Hi everybody.